Yeah, I think that's basically the best way I can put this. Alright. Battle of Heart and Mind. Sure was a thing. Wow. Okay, alright. I'm kind of still processing it. I literally just stepped into the office after watching the episode just aired a few minutes ago. And I am thinking, and I was thinking about this halfway through the episode, and I was reminded of Transformers. Like, first two seasons of Transformers I used to watch as a kid, like 13 and 14, like all obsessed with the show. There was no internet, so I had to spread my fan theories to my buddies at high school. And that's kind of all we had. So the movie comes out and just completely demolishes everything and rebuilds and does stuff I had always wanted to see or thought I wanted to see and never thought I'd see, and ends on this note of, okay, that was awesome, where do we go from here? I am having that feeling right now, and I am euphoric and excited and worried about the future and excited for the future. Everything, like all that stuff is right here. Okay. I liked it. Alright, quick, obviously if you've seen the episode, keep watching, there's going to be spoilers, I'm going to talk about some stuff. If you haven't, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Don't watch this if you haven't seen the episode. I'm going to count this as an episode, essentially. I know it's broken up into 4, and it'll eventually in the future be aired that way. Hey, Cartoon Network, don't air them just randomly mixed up. Like, don't just randomly show 3 and not show, like, 4 after it. Because that's dumb. Okay. Alright. The episode, of course, begins where Steven and Connie is at his lowest moment, at their lowest moment, where they've been imprisoned. I love that scene. Just starting right off, we get to the vision, but then we build right into him dealing with Blue, and he and Blue are having this conversation about fusions, and Blue thinks they're shocking and not normal, and he is telling her, yes, they are. And as usual with the show, it beautifully uses metaphor. Like, yeah, Steven is telling her, like, it is normal and you should support me. Yeah, this is a cartoon fantasy sci-fi show about aliens and fusion and superpowers, but that's about real stuff. It's about real conversations I'm sure teenagers and their parents have had about being LGBT. And man, that show never misses a beat and is super honest whenever it comes in. Especially, I love it. There are obviously kids who are going to watch this and just, think they're just talking about fusions. And then a few years later down the road, they go, oh, okay, that's what Steven Universe was teaching me. All right, I get it. Of course, we build right into... I had a feeling, a lot of people were talking about how White was going to take over Yellow and have her fight Blue. I never thought that. I always thought Yellow was just going to fight Blue, and that sure happened. We get to see all sorts of shenanigans with the fight going on, and then him almost losing the gems forever, and God, we just get that whole fusion bit. Of course, we get to see Rainbow Quartz again. I'm digging the new gem outfits. I'm not crazy technically about Garnet's new pointy goggles. Maybe I'll grow into them or something like that. I do agree with Pearl. The jacket is really nice. It's a nice touch. Oh boy, I'm just like euphoric here. Of course, we get to see Peridot and Lapis come back, and we get kind of the second grouping of 3 gems, really. There were points when building up to this show, building up to this episode, I was like afraid, like, are we gonna like temporarily lose the original 3 crystal gems and have like Lapis, Bismuth, and Peridot as the 3 gems for like a season or something like that? That didn't happen. If this was Transformers the movie, that totally would have happened. But Then of course we get that huge fight. We get a bunch of answers, like what do they all look like when they're fused, and then yeah, they do look like the temple. And holy crap, that was stunning. I could have gone for like a huge couple of episodes of that thing fighting everything. Oh man, that was awesome. I love how it's like got the little like streams of lava that's going over. I love that sword. I wouldn't want to mess with that thing. And then of course we get of course to the battle in that creepy. Oh, God, that whole scene in White Diamond's head, where it's very like black and white, all white animation. The animation in this episode, from like beginning to end, is gorgeous. And look, I know they got that movie coming out. That movie has to compete with this, because I think this looked like a movie. You could have shown this on big screen and it would look perfect. It would look fantastic. There was no TV look to it at all. Absolutely wonderful work on everyone who worked on the script on this one, the voice acting, and just the visuals. The animation is just gorgeous. Every frame, I think, is just stunning. And then, of course, we get to, of course, the big question. Like, I didn't think they were going to do this. Is show us what happens when he has his gem removed. And it answers for all time. Like, is Pink Diamond Rose Quartz in there? And no, she's dead. She's gone. And that's amazing. What happens is he's kind of split into two beings, and he has a human half, and the gem is his power, and it is unfiltered power, to the point where it very easily kind of defeats White Diamond, without, all Stevenness. He's a kid. He's like a goofy, fun, dorky kid. He keeps that stuff at bay. I mean, he is a god, essentially, with that stuff. Wow. And then, of course, we end on all these wonderful notes, kind of like bringing back to the series. Of course, Lawrence and the Stars and the Off-Color show up. We bring back all the corrupted gems, and they have some really interesting designs that we got really, really quick looks at. Of course, Jasper shows up again. And then the diamonds just leave. And then, of course, we end on a note that looks very much like the animated opening. I know they're doing new episodes. I know they're doing a season 6. I have no idea, none, what they'll be doing. They didn't, out of this storyline, they didn't really leave so much. You could make an argument that, well, Jim Kind isn't just back to normal and everything's cool. There's going to be a big struggle on the Gem Empire, and will everybody be totally cool with changing things? Will there be like another civil war on Homeworld? Who knows? So, and then of course, yeah, there are people making this case that there are other aliens they're fighting. I have not seen any hints at that outside of like Ronaldo's Sneeple joke. But they have not really added anything else to that. So otherwise, that is a huge, deep warning cut. Is that a phrase? I don't know. But anyway, either that is a huge roundabout warning, which was like, what, 5 seasons ago. I don't know. I'm not convinced of that just yet, but then again, I've been wrong before on this show, so I mean, I'm willing to give it that. Oh, God, there's just so much racing through my mind on this. I really loved it. They easily stuck the landing on season 5. I figured they would, but exceeded my hopes and thoughts on what they would do. Big fan of these, and I mean, if they stop the show now, you can just call it like, this is a brilliant show, this is great. But I'm also very excited about to see what they are planning to do with the next season or two. I'm not sure. I'm very curious where we're going with this. I hope, I don't know if they'll be able to top this, or at least meet it. I mean, that's my only problem. Like, you really nailed this one. Good job. You have to keep going. So, good luck. I'm going to do another episode talking about this one. I'm going to bring back Deadpoolzilla, and we're going to have a new episode of Stevelution, where we're going to talk about this at length. I'm sure Deadpoolzilla and I will have both a moment to process, so maybe we can have a little more of a conversation and go back and forth on it. And we'll also maybe talking about the future of the series from here on. But okay, push the button, Lindsay.